Hello, Chelsea fans. Welcome back to the Blues Talk Zone, and remember to subscribe, then enjoy your news. Let's dive in.
Brilliant, Mike. Brilliant. Brilliant job. Hey. You gotta move, guys. Stand still.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Bravo, that's it. Perfect.
1, 2, 3, go!
In the crisp morning air of Cobham, Chelsea's training ground came alive with energy, anticipation, and a heightened sense of determination. The date was August 21st, 2025, just a day before their crucial Premier League clash against Westham United at Stamford Bridge. The training session carried more than the usual intensity. It was a rehearsal for a London derby that carried both prestige and the weight of early season momentum. The session began with the usual rhythm, players jogging around the pristine pitches under the watchful eyes of the coaching staff. Warm-ups weren't mere routines. They were rituals of focus. Every stride, every stretch, every pass in the rondos had purpose. Chelsea knew that West Ham, under their relentless and physical style, would pose a stiff challenge. Matches between these two London clubs rarely lacked fire, and preparation demanded precision. From the sidelines, the technical staff emphasized ball circulation and decision-making under pressure. Small-sided drills tested quick movement and awareness. The likes of Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez controlled the tempo, their chemistry in midfield slowly blossoming into the core of Chelsea's identity. Each touch was sharp, each command assertive. The younger players mirrored their intensity, aware that derby matches offered opportunities to write themselves into the hearts of fans. The attacking unit, brimming with talent, worked meticulously on finishing drills. Cole Palmer, whose vision and composure had become indispensable, cut inside from the right flank to curl shots into the top corner. Mykhailo Mudryk, determined to translate pace into productivity, drilled efforts with both feet. The strikers honed their timing, seeking to sharpen their instincts against defenders who wouldn't give them space. The repetition of movements, from darting runs behind to one-touch finishes, was all part of embedding confidence before matchday. Meanwhile, defensive organization was given its due focus. Chelsea's backline ran through scenarios of aerial duels, second ball recoveries, and pressing triggers. West Ham's physical forwards were known for exploiting lapses in concentration, so the staff drilled coordination between the center-backs and full-backs. Communication echoed across the pitch as leaders demanded accountability from their teammates. Goalkeepers joined in, practicing reflex saves and commanding their areas, knowing that set pieces could be the battleground where the derby tilted one way or another. Beyond the technical, the psychological preparation was evident. The coaches spoke of pride, discipline, and resilience, values demanded in matches that were more than just fixtures. London derbies were wars of attrition, where composure had to coexist with passion. Chelsea's players listened intently, some nodding, others whispering encouragements. Every individual carried a personal motivation: to prove themselves, to secure starting spots, or to silence critics. As the session progressed, tactical rehearsals unfolded. Shape without the ball, pressing traps and transitions were carefully mapped out. The staff emphasized patience when building from the back, but urgency once possession entered the final third. West Ham's counter-attacking threat was not underestimated, and the midfielders were tasked with quick recoveries and disciplined positioning. Chelsea's intent was clear: to dominate possession, impose rhythm, and punish any defensive gaps their rivals offered. In moments when the tempo dipped, reminders of discipline rang out. "Sharper!" shouted one coach as a misplaced pass disrupted a pattern of play. The players responded with renewed intensity, unwilling to let complacency seep in. With every sprint, duel, and tactical adjustment, the team's cohesion began to crystallize. As the session wound down, finishing touches were applied through set-piece routines. Corners, free kicks, and defensive walls were rehearsed with military precision. In matches like these, Margins were often razor thin, and Chelsea aimed to be prepared for every scenario. The sun cast long shadows across Cobham, but the players remained locked in, determined to leave nothing to chance. When the final whistle of training sounded, players gathered in a huddle at the center of the pitch. Arms interlocked, heads bowed, they shared a moment of unity. Words of encouragement flowed, short, sharp, and heartfelt. It wasn't just about tactics anymore. It was about heart, fight, and the will to rise in the heat of a derby. As they dispersed, there was a quiet confidence about the group. They had put in the work, sharpened their edges, and aligned their focus. Tomorrow, Stamford Bridge would roar, the stands filled with blue, the air thick with rivalry. Chelsea knew what was at stake, not just 3 points, but pride, identity, and the chance to stamp authority on the Premier League stage. On the eve of the clash, Cobham had echoed with sweat, shouts, and spirit. The training had not been about routine. It had been about readiness. And as the players left the pitch, one thought lingered among them all. When the whistle blows at Stamford Bridge against West Ham, Chelsea would be ready to fight, ready to perform, and ready to win.